Hey guys, this is Mr. U. As you can see, I'm not in class today. I'm working on a little project, but I went ahead and made you guys a video on the things that I wanted to cover today in class. I know it's a short day, so you're gonna watch this video first, and then Miss Glidden will show you guys a video on drug prevention that the whole school's gonna be watching in science class, and yeah, then it'll be done. So the plan for today is for you guys to watch this video and take notes. So whenever you see this symbol, the video is gonna pause so you guys can take notes on the slide. Okay, this it's not a lot of stuff to write down, but there's 3 or 4 definitions that I want you guys to know. So the video is gonna pause when you see this symbol. Okay, so let's just get started. So the first week of this astronomy unit, we learned about um, how the planet is tilted, and that creates the seasons. And then we moved on to um, the moon and how it affects tides and the phases of the moon. And then we moved on to talking about the planets, the inner planets, the outer planets, and how the sun affects light in our solar system. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is smaller objects that are in our solar system. So all these objects are pretty large, but there are smaller objects in our solar system that are pretty cool. So let's just talk about some of those right now. Okay, so some of these objects are comets, asteroids, and meteors. You can find this on page 572. It's going to be section 4.5 in your textbook. Okay, so let's just get started on comets first. So you can think of a comet as a mountain-sized object that has a very long elliptical orbit around the sun, and they're usually made of ice and dust and small rocky particles. So most comets come from two areas in our solar system. The first area is the Kuiper Belt, which is on the outside orbit where Pluto is, and the Oort cloud, which is even further beyond that. So they come from these two places called the Kuiper Belt and the Oort cloud. All right, so I'm gonna pause the video here so you guys can copy down the definition of a comet. So comets are made of two parts, or the structure of comets are made of two parts. There are the tail of the comet and the head of the comet. Um, so as a comet approaches the sun, it's going to start heating up, and some of the gas and the ice particles are going to start melting, and these particles are going to be forming the tail of the comet. And the tail of the comet can be as long as 100 million kilometers, which is a pretty long distance, right? So that's the tail of the comet. Now the head of the comet has two parts: the the nucleus and the coma. The coma is this fuzzy part around the comet, this comet's head, and the nucleus is the solid uh, inner core of the comet. All right, so just to recap, so the comet has two parts. It has a tail and a head. The outer fuzzy part right here is called the coma, and the inner solid is called the nucleus. Alright, I'm going to pause the video so you guys can go ahead and copy this down. So let's talk about asteroids. Asteroids are smaller planetary uh, objects that are orbiting the sun. They have hard, rocky bodies, and that's what differentiates asteroids from comets, which have smaller bodies that are made of ice and dust. Asteroids can be very large. Some asteroids are so large that they trap smaller asteroids in their gravitational field, and these smaller asteroids orbit the bigger asteroids, kind of like the moon orbits our Earth. Hundreds of thousands of asteroids exist in our solar system, and most of these asteroids occupy a space that we call the asteroid belt. And the asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter. Asteroids with an orbit that pass close to the orbit of the Earth is called a near Earth asteroid, and scientists believe that an impact with one of these near Earth asteroids was one of the reasons why the dinosaurs became extinct. Um, some other scientists also believe that an impact with an enormous asteroid, probably the size of Mars, um, caused a chunk of the Earth to get ripped apart um, in the early formation of Earth, and that created the moon. So meteorites or meteoroids are debris in our solar system, and they can range from about the size of a grain of sand to about the size of a large boulder. And meteoroids come from comets and asteroids. So the difference between a meteor, and a meteorite is the following. So a meteor is when a meteorite enters our atmosphere and produces a streak of light in the sky because it interacts with our atmosphere, and that produces friction. A meteorite is a meteoroid that has passed through the atmosphere and it has hit the Earth. See, not all meteors actually hit the Earth because some of them that are small disintegrate, which means like they burn up in our atmosphere. So the meteoroids that actually get through into uh, our planet and hit the Earth are called meteorites. So meteoroids are just debris from this in our solar system. Meteors are meteoroids that actually come and touch our atmosphere, and meteorites are meteors that actually get through our atmosphere and hits the Earth. Alright, so those are all your notes for today. I'm going to pause the video here so you can write these down, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.